Sir, may I have your permission to open the proceedings? The function is declared opened. Sir, may I have your permission to read the warrant of appointment of Honorable Sri Justice Subhasis Talpatra, Judge of the Orissa High Court, as the Chief Justice of Orissa High Court. Warrant of appointment issued by her Honorable President in Rashtrapati Bhavan. By virtue of the powers vested in me by Clause 1 of Article 217 of the Constitution of India, I, Draupadi Murmu, President of India, do hereby appoint Sri Justice Subhasis Talpatra, Judge of the Orissa High Court, to be the Chief Justice of the Orissa High Court with effect from the date he assumes charge of his office. Given at Rashtrapati Bhavan, New Delhi, this 19th day of July in the year 2023, 28th Asada 1945 Saka, in the 74th year of the Republic of India. Signed, Draupadi Murmu. Sir, may I request His Excellency, the Governor of Odisha, to administer the oath.
I,
Subhasis Talpatra, having been appointed Chief Justice of the High Court of Orissa, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, that I will duly and faithfully and to the best of my ability and knowledge and judgment perform the duties of my office without fear or favor, affection or ill will, and that I will uphold the Constitution and the laws.
बधाई हो तेरा 20 minutes.
Sir, may I have your permission to declare the Sir, may I have your permission to declare the function closed? The function is declared closed.
the national anthem. Pranam, warm regards and a very good morning. On behalf of the High Court of Orissa, we extend our warm greetings to the President of India on this momentous occasion for the valedictory ceremony of the 75th year of the High Court of Orissa. It's a great honor and privilege to have the august presence of the Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu ji. We are also privileged to have amongst us the Honorable Governor of Odisha, Professor Ganeshi Lal, Dr. Justice S. Murlidhar, Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, Justice Subhashish Talapatra, Judge, High Court of Orissa, Shri Jagannath Sarka, Minister of Law, ST and SC Development, Minorities and Backward Classes Welfare, Government of Odisha, Shri Ashok Parija, Advocate General Odisha, and Shri Dharanidhara Naik, President, High Court Bar Association on the dais. इंडोर स्टेडियम के इस प्रांगण की शोभा बढ़ा रहे सभी न्यायाधीशों, पूर्वतन न्यायाधीशों, श्रद्धास्पद गणमान्य व्यक्तियों का हम हार्दिक अभिनंदन करते हैं. Today is an auspicious day in the history of High Court of Orissa. On this momentous occasion, may I now humbly request Dr. Justice S. Murlidhar, Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, to kindly present his welcome address to the august gathering.
Pranam, Vande Utkala Janani. A very warm good morning to everyone present. It gives me great pleasure to welcome in our midst our beloved President of India, Honorable Srimati Draupadi Murmu. Today, the High Court of Orissa completes the 75th year of its existence as a constitutional authority, delivering justice to the people of Odisha. By gracing this very special occasion with her presence, the first citizen and the proud daughter of Odisha has gladdened the hearts of every one of the judges, past and present, the judicial officers, the lawyers, the law clerks, employees, and the entire judicial fraternity present here, and those watching the live streaming of these proceedings online. What can be more befitting for this historic moment than to have the holder of the highest constitutional office and as the executive head and the appointing authority of each of the judges of the Supreme Court and the High Courts preside over this function. Madam President, you are an inspiration to the crores of your fellow citizens and millions of Odias by your life's own work and experience, which has witnessed many a challenge which you have overcome with great inner strength and grace. May I, with your kind permission, congratulate you on successful completion of 1 year of holding the highest office in the country. The High Court of Orissa is grateful to you for having very kindly agreed to be the chief guest and deliver the keynote address on this momentous occasion. This is a moment to cherish for each one of us. On behalf of the High Court of Orissa, I extend a hearty welcome to our beloved Governor, Honorable Professor Ganeshi Lal ji. His presence on this very important event in the history of the judiciary in Odisha signifies the immense regard in which he holds the High Court. Only in February this year, the Honorable Governor was kind enough to inaugurate the Museum of Justice, and his inspiring words on that occasion have been a great source of strength and encouragement to us. We are privileged, sir, to have you participate in this function. We happily welcome Shri Jagannath Sarka, Honorable Minister of Law, ST and SC Development, Minorities and Backward Classes Welfare, Government of Odisha, who has been requested by the Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha to represent him on this occasion. Indeed, sir, we are honored to have you in our midst. In the evolution and growth of the High Court of Odisha, many of its stalwart judges and lawyers have played a significant role. Representing the bar in Odisha, we have with us on the dais Shri Ashok Parija, the Learned Advocate General of Odisha, who is its senior most law officer, and Shri Dharanidhar Nayak, Learned Senior Advocate and President of the Odisha High Court Bar Association. I warmly welcome this on this occasion on behalf of the High Court of Odisha. On this important occasion, I welcome my colleague judges and their spouses, former judges of the High Court of Odisha, learned senior advocates and members of the bar, Chief Secretary, Government of Odisha, and the officers of the government present here. Officers of the President's Secretariat, New Delhi, and the Governor's Secretariat, Director General of Police, Commissioner of Police and other police officials, the Chief Postmaster General, Odisha Circle, and all officers from the Department of Posts, the Collector Cuttack, the judicial officers, officers of the High Court Registry led by the Registrar General, officials and representatives of the print and electronic media, and all ladies and gentlemen present. The High Court's judicial history commenced in 1916 when the Circuit Bench of the Patna High Court began holding its sittings in Cuttack. Even before the Constitution of India could be formally brought into force, the Orissa High Court Order 1948 was published on 30th April 1948. The first 4 judges of the High Court of Odisha, including the first Chief Justice, Shri Birakishore Rai, took their oaths of office on 26 July 1948. It was a historic moment. The pendency then was around 2,000 cases. In 1978, the sanction strength of the judges rose to 8. The number of pending cases rose to 7,057. In 2022, this High Court had a working strength of 24 judges, the highest ever in its history. In 2022, the High Court disposed of 1,36,599 cases and delivered 2,118 judgments. The district judiciary, with a current strength of 808 judges, disposed of in 2022 5,15,392 cases and delivered 1,61,263 judgments. The High Court of Odisha has been in the forefront as regards the adaptation of technology to improve access to justice. In the last 2 years, each of the branches, both judicial and non-judicial in the High Court, have been refurbished with an entirely new ambience and decor. In the High Court today, on the administrative side, the non-judicial branches and the Chief Justice's Secretariat are all paperless with the adoption of the Odisha Judicial Workflow Automation System. Other measures include opening of vulnerable witness deposition centers in every one of the 30 districts, virtual courts of the High Court in 20 districts, introduction of paperless courts in the High Court and the district courts, e-filing, provision of e-libraries for district court lawyers, and many such measures. Through all these measures, the judiciary in Odisha is witnessing a transformation in a positive way and creating a working atmosphere that incentivizes higher productivity of the judges and staff, both in the High Court and the district courts. The complete cooperation and assistance, both in terms of provision of infrastructure and finance by the state government, has contributed to this in no small measure. Odisha is perhaps the only state to have an exclusive judicial infrastructure management agency. In the 75th year of the High Court, we've been able to launch new projects and schemes, hold 2 national conferences, one on digitization and paperless courts and the other on judicial history, and hold a number of events, including those involving former judges whom we honored in this very venue on 8th April of this year, lawyers, law clerks, our staff, our judicial officers, and law students. Today's is the fitting finale of the 75th year celebration of the Odisha High Court. The institution is moving ahead, strengthened by the confidence that the coming generation of judges and lawyers are committed to carrying forward the constitutional vision of delivering fair and equal justice to the people of Odisha. Madam President, the High Court is aware that issues of justice to the poor and the marginalized are close to your heart. On behalf of the High Court and the district judiciary, we assure you that we will make every effort to reduce the waiting time of litigants, especially the poor and vulnerable ones, in the court of justice. The High Court is a people's institution and is committed to delivering on the constitutional promise of justice to the people of Odisha without fear or favor, affection or ill will. I shall not take much more time, but before I conclude, I want to say, Mahamihim Bharatra Rashtrapati Mahodaya, Manebar Rajyapal Odisha, Manebar Mantri, एवं एठारे उपस्थित थिभा समस्त अतिथि भाई ओ भावनो मानंतु मु ओडिशा उच्च न्यायालय तरफरु यही शुभ अवसर रे हार्दिक ओ हृदयर स्वागत जनाउछि एवं अशेष अशेष धन्यवाद दउछि। जय हिंद।
Thank you, sir, for the warm welcome extended to our guests. As a token of our reverence and gratitude, may I now request Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, to kindly present a shawl and a memento to the Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu ji. May I also request Shri Dharanidhara Naik, President, High Court Bar Association, to felicitate the Honorable President of India. As a token of our humble appreciation and respect, may I now request Justice Subhashish Talapatra, Judge, High Court of Orissa, to kindly present a shawl and a memento to the Honorable Governor of Odisha, Professor Ganeshi Lal. May I now request Shri Ashok Parija, Advocate General Odisha, to kindly present a shawl and a memento to Shri Jagannath Sarka, Minister of Law, Government of Odisha. Now is the time for release of the souvenir of the High Court of Orissa. I would now request Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, to kindly present the first copy of the souvenir to the Honorable President of India. I would also request other dignitaries on the dais to join with Honorable President Madam for release of the souvenir. The souvenir celebrating the 75 glorious years of the establishment of the High Court of Orissa contains messages from the Honorable President of India, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Honorable Governor of Odisha, Honorable Chief Justice of India, Honorable Minister of State for Law and Justice. Now, I would like to request Shri Subhendu Swai, Chief Postmaster General, Odisha Circle, to come to the dais and present the first album to the Honorable Governor of Odisha for release, and to hand over the first album to the Honorable President. I would also request the Honorable Governor of Odisha and other dignitaries on the dais to join with Honorable President Madam for releasing of the commemorative postage stamp. The commemorative postage stamp encapsulates the very essence of justice and the profound impact the High Court has had on the lives of the countless individuals. High Court of Orissa is the 9th High Court in India for which the commemorative postage stamp has been released. It is the 7th institutional building in Odisha for which the commemorative postage stamp has been issued. High Court of Orissa expresses its sincere thanks to the Department of Posts for releasing the commemorative postage stamp on this occasion. Thank you. May we now request Shri Jagannath Saraka, Honorable Minister of Law, ST and SC Development, Minorities and Backward Classes Welfare, Government of Orissa, to kindly address the gathering. Sir.
समस्तंको मोर नमस्कार।